Welcome to Nerd on Nerd with me, Jack Kempster.
And me, Liam Underwood.
And joining us this week for our Valentine's Day special, which is a little bit late, is...
Cat Fyson, yeah!
Way!
Way! And in this episode, of course, we'll be talking about Nailbiter, Volume 1, There Will Be Blood, recommended to us by our special guest.
Yep.
But before we get on to that, it's time for my favourite segment, catching up with Jack, and Liam, and Kat. So how are you both doing?
Good.
Good.
Lovely.
How are you doing, Liam?
Fantastic, thank you very much. I mean, I haven't had the best of days, I'm going to be honest.
Well, you're about to tell us all about it, I'm sure.
Only if you want to know.
No, we don't. Moving on.
Moving on.
quickly.
No, go on, Liam. Tell us all about the dentist.
Not only that, but what you don't know, Jack, I currently don't have a shower.
Yeah, is this your leaky water situation?
Yeah, okay. So someone came Tuesday to have a look at that after... So to give people a bit of backstory, for a long time now, I've been having problems with a shower leak. A couple of weeks ago, literally I think 3 weeks ago, some people came in to do a load of repairs. So I got new flooring put in, a new ceiling put in downstairs in my kitchen where part of it had collapsed. That collapsed again over the weekend.
Yeah.
Did it actually?
Yeah, because they did all the fixes, but they didn't think of maybe fixing the leak that was causing all of the problems.
I mean, that makes sense.
As a company that goes out to fix things, it makes sense that you wouldn't fix the leak, because now they've got to come back out to put the ceiling up again.
That's twice as much money.
Exactly. Kind of genius from their perspective. Kind of stupid that my letting agents never really figured that out.
They are.
Yeah,
They're
100%.
pretty stupid, though, your letting agent.
Incredibly. So, finally this week someone's come to fix the leak. In the process, they completely removed the shower from my wall and a load of tiles, and apparently the wall is too wet for the tiles to now go back on. So,
What does that mean?
it means I have to go to the gym if I want a shower.
Are they going to... Assumedly, they'll come round at some point and redo all that stuff, right?
Apparently tomorrow. I've been given a tiny little crappy dehumidifier in the meantime to try and help dry out all the walls and everything. But let's bear in mind, when this company came in before, they brought in like a big, like massive fuck off dehumidifier, and that was on for 2 weeks.
Right.
So this tiny little like bog standard one that you could probably pick up from Argos, I don't know how long that's going to take.
No, it doesn't sound like the greatest solution to the problem.
Why have they not just brought back the big dehumidifier?
No idea. I honestly cannot fathom why. So yeah, now, anytime I want to have a shower, I have to go and get naked in a public space.
Well, you get naked in the shower at the gym, right?
Yeah, but it's
You
in...
don't get naked in the public space.
I mean, changing
weird.
rooms are kind of public.
Yeah, but you could wear, like, swim shorts over the top.
I'm not going to. I didn't.
Is that so you can get on better with the old men who like to talk to you?
A little bit. I just feel like wearing swim shorts is kind of like you're ashamed of something, and I have nothing to be ashamed of. Like, everything down there is in perfect proportion.
I believe you.
Thank you. So, I had to go there, get completely butt naked, and then just sort of swan around, because I was trying to fit in.
The way you're describing it is very... You're saying it with such, like, negative, oh, I had to get naked at the gym. But then
You're
you're
loving
like...
it.
Yeah, it sounds like you really enjoy it.
No, I'm going to be honest, it's a horrendous, mortifying experience. I just timed it very well that I managed to do it when there was no one else around.
See, I think what you should do is you should go when it's busy, when there's lots of old men there all getting naked. You should lock eyes with one of them, the one that seems like sort of the alpha male, and then just very loudly say, when in Rome, and then rip off your boxers.
And what
I
do you think
agree
that would
with Jack.
achieve?
I don't know, I just think you're asserting pack dominance there. Then you've got a pack of old people. You can send them out to, do your bidding.
What bidding do you think I'm going to get old people to do for me?
No. You could get them all to dehumidify your shower.
How?
Old people are kind of, they're all a bit dry anyway. Maybe they'll
Oh.
just absorb it.
I apologise to any of our older listeners that we may have.
How old do you
These are
think our
not
listeners
views. I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't be as presumptuous to guess.
Right.
I feel like the topics we talk about could span a wide range of ages from 18 onwards.
I mean, yeah, to be fair, Kat, our target audience is about 80 plus.
Yeah. Dry 80.
Yeah, a nice dry 80.
Next week, we'll be talking about Werther's Originals. And, let's not forget, crosswords.
Oh, that'd be good. We should do that one week.
1 week. But anyway, this week, it's our Valentine's Day special. So, love is in the air. Let's discuss love. How did you spend Valentine's Day, Catherine?
Well, I spent most of Valentine's Day on my own because you slept for most of the day.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're on about.
You know exactly what I'm on about. You didn't get out of bed until like gone 12.
Was that on Valentine's Day? I thought that was on the Saturday.
I'm pretty sure you slept in on Valentine's Day as well.
Oh, it's possible.
It's possible.
No, it isn't actually, because I got up at a reasonable time on Valentine's Day, because otherwise we would not have been able to fit in 3 movies on that day. It was on Saturday when I slept till about 2 p.m. Thank you.
Okay, well then, in that case, all we did on Valentine's Day was watch a bunch of movies.
We watched 3 movies.
Yeah. What 3 movies did we watch, Liam?
We watched A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night.
That was rubbish.
Have you heard of that one, Jack?
No, what is it?
It's supposedly the first Iranian vampire movie, except it was filmed in California.
I didn't know it was filmed in California.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Is Iranian vampire movie a genre that I don't know exists?
I mean,
Is it a genre?
you said
There's
it like-
only one.
yeah, this is supposedly the first.
Iranian vampire movie?
Yeah, but sorry, it's a recent movie as well. It's not like we were watching some obscure 50s movie. It came out last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I did realise I didn't mention that bit.
Yeah, there was only like one half decent scene in it though, wasn't there, really?
Yeah, it was a very slow movie. It wanted to be Let the Right One In, but it didn't have the balls of Let the Right One In to do something interesting, like how Let the Right One In tells an adult story but with children.
Yeah, that's a really good film.
Yeah, exactly, and it's quite a ballsy move. A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night was basically like Let the Right One In, but without any bite.
It sort of sounds like they're trying to do the title thing as well.
Yeah.
Like, Let the Right One In has that kind of title, and A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night sounds like it's trying to do that, but not really.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm not going to recommend it to you.
No, I'm probably never going to watch it.
Don't blame you. Do you remember what we watched next, Kat?
I know what we watched last, but I can't remember what we watched after that.
The next movie we watched was Inside Llewyn Davis.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oscar Isaac. Yeah.
Yes. Which is also a Coen Brothers movie. I don't know if you're familiar with their work, either of you.
I am,
I've probably seen some other movies by them, but I wouldn't know them. Like,
I'm pretty sure I made you watch The Big Lebowski at some point.
most probably.
Yeah, the Coen Brothers are really good. I really like them.
Then you might like Inside Llewyn Davis.
Yeah, I thought it was alright, actually. Like, it was okay. Like, it wasn't like, you wouldn't rave about it, but it was quite good. Oscar Isaac's good in everything, so...
That's true.
Yeah.
I would say the movie was more layered than I was perhaps anticipating.
Well, I was expecting Justin Timberlake and Adam Driver to have bigger parts in the film, and Carey Mulligan as well, actually.
Yeah.
But they weren't in it all that much.
No. And also, it is a movie that what I wasn't expecting is that at the end, it does something that is kind of interesting in it. It requires you to think about it for it to become more interesting.
Oh, okay.
And I wasn't quite anticipating that, but the more I reflect on it, the more I'm pleased they did it.
Oh, fair enough.
I don't want to spoil it.
I'll watch them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say
worth a
if you're familiar, definitely give it a watch.
Yep.
And then the last movie, Kat?
We watched Cyrus, didn't we? Which was...
We did.
Again, was quite good.
I don't know that.
So it's directed by the Duplass brothers.
Don't know who they are.
Mark Duplass is Pete in The League.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, him and his brother directed it. It stars Jonah Hill and John C. Reilly.
Oh, okay.
And basically, John C. Reilly is divorced, and he meets this woman, and her son is Jonah Hill. And I believe the tagline was something along the lines of "Seriously, don't fuck his mum."
Okay.
And it's all about Jonah Hill trying to sabotage their relationship, essentially.
It sounds like a good film.
It was a good film. It was like, that tagline kind of makes it seem more like its humour's going to be along the lines of some, like Step Brothers and Talladega Nights, which John C. Reilly is in. Whereas I wouldn't say it was like that. It had moments like that, which were genuinely pretty funny. But I don't know, like the tone was a bit weird because you had these like funny moments, but then you also had this sort of very serious undertone to it.
Yeah, well, the Duplass brothers made their name within the mumblecore movement with a movie called The Puffy Chair, and they definitely stick with at least that aesthetic and some of those sensibilities they kind of bring to this movie. But they've also, I guess, to get a bigger budget, they've also made the humour a little bit more accessible, I'd say.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's worth a watch.
Yeah.
I'll put it on my list as well.
So that was our Valentine's Day. And also, of course, we exchanged gifts and cards.
We did. So...
Oh, Kat, you did not sound
No.
as impressed.
No, I was very happy with my gifts and cards. I don't
Bloody
know
well
why
should have been.
So I got a comic. So I got the second volume of Thief of Thieves, which I've started reading.
How is that?
It's good. I'm still working my way through the first volume because I found that I read quite a fair amount of it and really liked it. And then I took a few days off of reading it and struggled to get back into it. And this has happened to me a few times with comics, and it's really annoying because if I'd just have kept going, I reckon I probably would have enjoyed it more.
Yeah, that makes sense. I get that with comics if I've forgotten to, like, if I start doing something else and then leave it too long.
Yeah.
The other thing I find with comics is when you're up to date with a comic and then you have to wait for the next volume to come out, and The Walking Dead is the prime example of this, because there's so many characters going on. When you leave like 6 months before you can read the next volume, it takes a while to remember what was going on before, and I almost wish that they would kind of start new volumes with
previously.
Exactly.
Like
that
on
would
TV.
be like just previously on, and then like a little paragraph of what happened in the last volume. That would just make life so much easier for me.
Yeah, because sometimes I'll get like halfway through the comic and I still don't remember what happened in the last issue. I kind of know enough for what's happening now to make sense, but I probably don't have all of the puzzle pieces that they assume that you know as you're reading it.
So what else did you get?
I got a Walking Dead book, and I also got a little book that I told you to buy me.
Yeah, but I mean, don't say like that, because that makes it sound like I put zero thought into it, when
No,
actually
you put
I put
a lot of thought into it. Because it was like one of these sort of like fill in the blank books, wasn't it? Which was called Why You're So Awesome or something. Like,
would you like to give Jack some examples of the pages that you might have found within that book?
I would, but I'm not entirely sure where it is at the moment.
It's a treasured gift, you see.
It is a treasured gift, but I've put it down somewhere that's away from the length of my earphone wire. But, well, Liam, I'm sure you can remember some of the things and some of the answers that you wrote.
So, some examples of the pages you might find in a book like this. Your blank is totally awesome. So, Jack, let's say, hypothetically, you had a girlfriend.
Thanks.
What would you write on that page?
What kind
Your
of question
blank
is that?
is totally awesome.
Yeah, wait. So do you fill it in for them?
Yes.
Wait, how's that going to work if it's a fictitious girlfriend?
Well, tell us what's awesome about her.
Your reptilian skin.
Okay, so that's one sort of thing you could do. So, Kat, do you remember what I wrote for you?
I probably shouldn't say.
Is it something rude, Kat?
Yeah.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, that one was.
No, it was your boyfriend is totally awesome.
Oh, was it? I thought it was another one that you put.
No.
But yeah, there are a lot of answers basically like that, really, because I sent a link to the book to Liam like a week before when he was like, "Oh, I don't know what to get you." So I sent him that, thinking saying it's a bit cheesy, but I want to see what your answers would be, and he definitely didn't disappoint or surprise, because they were basically all along the same lines of being,
which is that
actually
Liam is
being
awesome.
about him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on, wait a second. There's one. You were awesomely talented at blank.
Yeah, Google Analytics. Which is true, but...
Another one. It would have been awesome to know you when blank.
I don't remember what you put for that.
I put dinosaurs ruled the earth.
Of course you did, yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. So, sorry, I resent the accusation that my answers were predictable. They were fucking fantastic.
Well, they were still predictable for you, but that's why I asked you to get me that, because I thought it would be funny. And it was.
Fine.
Fine. Liam, what did I buy you for Valentine's Day?
For Valentine's Day, you brought me 2 comic books.
Yeah. Which ones?
One was called Ferals, which looks to be like a werewolfy type story.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of excited to read that. And another one was Crossed +100.
Is that the newest Crossed?
Yeah, written by Alan Moore, or maybe co-written, I can't remember. But it's set in the Crossed universe, but it's set 100 years in the future, where scientists think that the disease has been eradicated, but it hasn't.
No, what
Spoiler
surprise.
alert.
So I actually think it's going to be really good. I was flicking through it, and there was like tits and old lady tits and everything you would expect from Crossed. So
Yeah, that doesn't
can't
surprise
wait.
me.
Yeah.
And then I also got a Pop Funko of Chucky from Child's Play,
Yeah, I know who Chucky is.
the doll. One thing that Kat neglected to mention, she does have another present on the way. It just wasn't released until Monday, and it also wasn't dispatched until yesterday. So she'll get that when I see her next.
Yeah, but I wasn't going to mention it because I haven't got a bloody clue what it is.
It's a secret.
It's a
Yeah,
secret.
so it sort of defeats the point of him being like, there's another present, but no one knows what it is, and I'm not going to say what it is.
It's fine. She'll get it when she gets it. So, Jack, how did you spend Valentine's Day?
That was Sunday, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember. I did nothing. I think I might have just stayed at home the whole day.
Doing what?
Doing anything?
No.
No.
Crying.
See, I would have thought you would have treated your hand to like a nice meal or something.
No, your hand's not a Valentine, Liam. You can't have your hand as a Valentine.
I don't
Why
know.
not?
I reckon you could.
Well, you'd have to like write it a card, and you can't
Yeah.
exactly keep it a secret because it's there when you're writing the card, and that sort of defeats the point.
It depends.
Also, it didn't get me a gift, so I don't feel bad.
Hey, it gives you a gift every time you touch yourself.
That's not a gift.
What is it?
It's punishment. I always flagellate myself afterwards.
Wow.
Yeah. That's something I didn't need to
You have to beat out the sin, guys.
Oh yeah, I forgot you've got that religious upbringing inside of you.
Yeah, my strict religious upbringing.
Yeah. So, did none of our listeners get you a Valentine's Day card, Jack?
Nope, didn't really expect anyone to.
Well, I hope next year that's different.
Are you going to get me a Valentine's card? You didn't get me a Valentine's Day card, Liam, and that hurts a little bit.
Well, I'm not dating you.
You don't have
Well,
to date someone to do a Valentine.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's what Valentines are meant to be.
It's meant to be someone you love, right?
when you were a kid,
Oh,
did you ever
wow.
get a Valentine's Day card from your mum?
No, I actually had girlfriends and stuff.
No, but I mean, like, when you were really
no,
young.
you didn't.
Shut up, I was trying to get away with that.
Almost worked.
Yeah.
So,
No, genuinely, one of my first memories of Valentine's Day, 100% serious, I was probably 8 years old, and a girl in my class gave me a card, and it was at that age where I thought girls were icky, so I completely freaked out. I took it straight home and put it in the bin.
Aw. I don't think I
Yeah.
ever got a Valentine's Day card, like, when I was younger.
Well, my secondary school, so the ages of, 12 to 16, I was in an all-boys school, so I thankfully didn't get any during those times either.
Oh, yeah, and I went to an all-girls school, and I didn't get any.
I went to a mixed school and I didn't get any.
Maybe you should change that story, Jack, and say that you went to an...
I went to a mixed school and I got loads of Valentine's Day cards.
That's a better story. But what I'd like to talk about, since this is our Valentine's Day special...
Can I point out the issue with us doing a Valentine's Day special? That we only realised, to be fair, listeners, we only realised this the other day.
Sure.
We're a little bit late.
We're very
Yeah,
late.
but that's okay. That's not a problem. This will be going out just over a week late, but it's fine. It doesn't mean that people can't get in the mindset of love.
Alright, okay.
So for our Valentine's Day special, I just want to ask both of you, what does love mean to you? And also, what do you love?
I'll let you go first, Jack.
Cool. When you say, what does love mean to me,
Yeah,
what do you mean? Do you mean romantic love? Or love
Just-
in general as a concept?
just as a concept.
As a concept, love is just liking people and being able to, you love your family.
You tolerate them.
Well,
Because you love them.
yeah, okay, that works. And, I love my friends.
All of them?
Well, the ones I love would know I love them. The ones that are sitting there going, oh, does he mean me? No, not them.
Oh, well, I know you love me, so that's no
Yeah,
problem.
exactly. I was angry you didn't give me a Valentine's Day card exactly because of that.
Well, I'm sorry, but maybe next year.
Yeah, love is just being able to, it's, it depends. It's different. I don't know. It's a very difficult question.
Yeah, but I mean, it's topical for this episode.
Okay.
So,
I
Kat,
answered it enough? Yeah, good.
Yes, Liam?
what's your answer?
Love is food.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah, I love food.
Yeah. What else do you love?
More food?
Okay. And Jack, what things do you love?
Things,
Yeah.
books,
Books. Okay.
games.
What do you love, Liam?
Movies. this podcast.
Shit, I dibs on the listeners.
Yeah, you're welcome to listeners, Jack, because
I love the listeners.
that's kind of creepy.
I love our listeners.
I mean, I appreciate them, and I respect the fact that they bother to listen to us. I would need to see them before I said I loved them.
No.
So is love to you a physical thing then, Liam?
It helps.
But then you're thinking about love. You said it wasn't about, like, physical love, right?
No.
You said it was the concept.
Yeah, that
You don't
completely...
love your mum because of the way your mum looks, do you?
No.
I should hope not.
Exactly.
But love, right, is a very big thing. So there's lots of facets to it.
Yeah.
So I
love our
love
listeners.
things
I don't love
that
our
look
listeners
good.
in a, like, sexual way.
Well, maybe some of them.
Tom Hogan.
Yeah.
He does all our art.
Oh, you can find that on Twitter. But yeah, as a concept then, sure, the listeners. All of them, though?
Why not all of them?
Yeah.
Well, what if we've got some naughty listeners?
What do you mean naughty listeners?
Like prisoners.
That's fine. I love them.
Even if they've done real naughty things.
Yeah. Like, if your family did something naughty, you can still, like, love them.
Yeah, but that's your family. This is just a stranger that happens to listen to our nonsense.
Yeah, but if they enjoy listening to our nonsense,
Right.
then, you know, it's a different type of love. I'm not saying I love them like if I were to meet our listeners, I'd be like, oh my goodness, you're a listener, take this rose.
So, let's say Donald Trump was one of our listeners. You'd love him?
I would love him because he listened, but I think Donald Trump is a complete idiot.
Okay. What about, what's his face? David Cameron.
No.
Yes, fair point. No, I don't know. David Cameron, if you're listening to this,
Fuck off.
stop. Yes, I agree with Kat.
That's a lovely note to end our section all about love.